Hello everybody and welcome. We are here with some more Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Just ending off from what I said in the end of the last episode. I have travelled back to Cuanacht from the Horns of the South and just popped over to here, and then we will go over here and talk to this guy and finish that quest off before jumping into something else. So let's jump in. Haven't made any other changes.
You disturbed my peace.
Your gold belongs to us. I'll strike you down. You're out of your depth.
You'll know that.
I'm not beaten yet. Your armor won't save you. This is going to hurt. I've had worse. You're finished. Cheap shot. No, you'll regret this. Back to your hop, coward.
These guys are hard to take down. Let's kill a bear. Alright, buddy. Let's get to Lemuel. You mentioned a pilgrim, but it looks like you're just sitting in a barrel. Pilgrimage, sorry. Carla and the people were booking.
Really? You got rid of that old lad? Well, that means I'm free. I am truly free! Glory to King Arthur! Glory to his champion! 100 times thank you, kind wanderer! I don't have much to offer, but please, accept it. May it serve you, as it has served me. Now I will, however, remain in my barrel for a moment longer. For only a fool would leave his happy refuge.
Amulet of the Fearful Man. Increase crouch move speed and increase sneak damage. That's really funny. Okie dokie. May as well jump into that one.
We may be in for a fight. I will be your downfall. Back to your hovel, coward. I will be your downfall. Back to your hovel, coward.
We'll make short work.
I've had worse.
Ah, that's all you've got. Your wealth is ours.
Good fact. investigate and identify the saboteurs disrupting operations. Sounds good. Need all y'all to see that big ass fucking bird thing flying over there?
Getting restless. What's left for someone like me?
Hello, will you tell me more about yourself?
Sure. I come from Camelot. My father and sister were both legionaries. They died in the north during the conflict there. If they could see me now, overseeing workers in Cuanacht, they'd burst out laughing. They never had much respect for the people here. Thought they were stubborn and arrogant, always questioning the authority of the capital. But, truth be told, I've grown fond of them. They're strong folk, proud of their independence, and it suits them. These lands belonged to the Tarians for centuries, after all.
Can you tell me more about Tarians and Lord
They were
Vane?
once a proud house. Their founder, Palamedes,
It's you,
was one of the
Vane.
Knights of the Round Table. He had the once and the future king's trust. Now Camelot has no king, and Cuanacht, well, it's as if it has no lord. Lord Yvain isn't like his ancestors. He plays politics. While even his father stayed clear of that. He always put Cuanacht first.
Do you know what the people of Cuanacht think about the situation with Yvain?
Yes. I've talked to a lot of folks here. They always say it's a shame that Yvain can't man up and make a decision. They wish they could trust their lord the same way they trusted the Tarians for centuries. But they see his doubt. And now they're starting to doubt themselves. They don't know if Cuanacht is still their home, or something they've already lost.
Why are you cutting this
Orders
trigger?
from Legat Denom. There's a good chance that the men here will eventually be brought with us to Camelot. Just like the locals who chose to relocate to the capital. Once that happens, the weirdness will swallow this land. And then there'll be nothing left of this ancient tree. The weirdness always twists the most beautiful things into terrifying horrors. As if nothing beautiful is allowed to exist within it. That's why we're trying to save what we can. In one way or another. The magicians and alchemists in Camelot will put these materials to good use.
How in the world do you transport something like a menu?
You've never heard of Folfar and Bondorka, have you? Those two settlements had a centuries-old agreement to share a single menhir. They hold it back and forth in a special trawl. Just ropes, wheels, logs, and raw human strength. Sure, their alliance fell apart in the end, but that was on the human side of things. My point is, Camelot's engineers have their own ways. They're damn good at what they do.
Fair enough. Why does Camelot need the men here from Cuanacht?
This menhir is special. There's still a weird fire burning inside, though it's fading. The magicians want to study it. They want to figure out how to sustain that flame, or maybe even rekindle it. That knowledge could help restore menhirs that have already extinguished. As things in the north grow more tense with each passing day, the capital wants to be sure that when the weirdness comes close, Camelot will be protected. I just hope everything ends well.
Yeah, that's your attitude as well.
Someone's bound to start trouble. Scumbags.
What's left for someone like me?
You look familiar. Yeah, you're Sioran's kid, aren't ya? Yeah, that's it. You look a lot like him. Yeah, sorry about your father, but trust me, those priests mean well. They took him to the island asylum to cure him. He'll return whole and healthy. What are you doing here? Did the Camelotians drag you to work here too? What's the point in working like that? Back in the old days, we respected each other's work.
I heard that one of the workers mentioned a cave that could be a hideout for thugs.
Right, that's me. There's this cave dug out by the Cuanacht folk about 100 years ago. My old man told me it was meant to be a shelter in times of war or some other disaster. I was there a couple of times when I was a kid. It used to be safer back then. Now it's all but abandoned. If you ask me, that's exactly where those folks who beat up the guard could be hiding.
Excellent.
Sure.
Someone's bound to start trouble.
Bye. Like a weird in-between plane. hidden cave. See if it doesn't took long. Oh, we will level up in a second. So what's this one? Finishes restore when using damage is increased and receive less. Dealing damage has a small chance to create a weird essence which can be collected, and then when using King Soul you deflect all incoming projectiles. Now let's do that one. Attributes, spell power and skill points. No. Particularly with a spell resource. No. Max mana magical damage. Oh, I like that one. Active Surge. Let's aim for that, shall we? Done. Do I have something to talk to me about? Yeah, the tomb of Sir Lancelot.
Oh, Lancelot. It was painful to watch what became of him.
How was Lancelot before?
Confident, steadfast, eloquent. Nothing like the tormented soul you've seen. He was admired by the people and by his fellow knights. He had quite the following, though he never seemed to care for it. Only later did I realize how wrong I had been. He was also much sought after. Left a trail of broken hearts wherever he went. But there was only one he ever held in his heart, and that was Avalon.
Did Lancelot truly betray you?
I always believed Lancelot to be honest to a fault. He never hesitated to speak his mind, and I valued that in him as much as his loyalty. I trusted him completely, and I thought his faith in me, in my vision for Avalon, was just as strong. But it wasn't. I don't know when or how that trust was lost, and to this day, it still pains me. But know this, even in betrayal, Lancelot never sought to serve himself. He was a good man. Yet even the best of men can falter and lose their way.
Will you forgive him?
I forgave him long ago. What saddens me is that he still cannot forgive himself. But I understand why. The rebellion he led hurt not only me, it wounded all of Avalon. and Lancelot always hated senseless bloodshed. To be the cause of so much suffering, perhaps fighting by our side will finally bring him peace.
There we go. Into the cave. Into the cave. Copper. Let's diary 3, see if we can find diary. Diary 4. Try and read them in order. Diary 5. Oh, hang on. Another one of those guys. Nothing there. Oh, that's one of the essences. There we go. Diary 6. Increase physical damage by 20%, that's huge. Yeah. Alrighty. I guess let's read those things. I was trying to wait till we got more, but apparently forgot you could do that. That's newish. Okie, here we go. Now we'll read Pocket Sand. It's hilarious. This one. Buggane and my new friendship. Interesting. Snorty speaks. Diary 5, Diary 3. He came again, my buggane friend. Oh, he's so lovely, so big, so majestic, lopsided. I don't understand why people scream whenever they see a buggane. Can't they see how his eyes shine when he stares straight into your soul? Today I brought him a gift, a person. I didn't know him well, but he complained a lot and wasn't very nice, so I thought this buggane deserves better than fish. I tossed him down on the stones, but the sacred by the sacred stream where my buggy likes to sit, and waited, and guess what? He ate, and then he gave me a pat, I think. Maybe it was just a gentle nudge with his nose, but it's the thought that counts. I think we're friends now. He didn't eat me, and I think that says something. People say buganes have no soul, that they're just teeth and meat and howling, but I know better. They just haven't met someone like me. Time to show him his new house. Who cares? Today Buggy brought me something. Looks like a leg. A human one maybe, but maybe it's a gift. Maybe it's Buganian culture. It could mean respect. Naturally, I accepted, thanked him, and gave him a nice hat in return. The hat used to belong to a merchant, but he doesn't need it anymore. He's very, very dead. We ate together. I had turnip soup, he had the merchant. It was beautiful. I got so emotional I forgot my name. I think he forgot his too, or maybe Buganian names are just unpronounceable to humans. I named him Snorty. Snorty sounds noble. Lately I keep thinking maybe I'm the weird one, not them. Maybe the whole world got it wrong. Maybe we should adapt. Buganes have everything. Simplicity, meat, and charm. People don't visit me anymore. Good, Shorty says it's because of the smell, but I don't notice anything. I don't know if it was a dream or not, but lately Snorty started talking to me, not in words, with words, but deep inside, like the sound of teeth in meat, of breathing in the dark, like soup bubbling, and I know it's him. He wants me to do something. He says people are tough, like old onions, but if you boil them long enough, they soften, and I've got the best recipe. Today I gave him 2 villagers. They didn't ask many questions. Maybe they understood. Maybe they knew. Maybe they were ready. Snorty was happy. He smacked his lips, he purred, he wrapped his tail around me, he hugged me. First hug I've had in years. Last night I understood everything. I'm not a man, I never was. I am a bridge between them and us, and it's time to sacrifice that bridge. I've prepared myself, bathed in mud, dressed in the remains of those I offered, placed a crown of fangs on my head, and declared myself the friend of Buggane. A saint, a king, a meal. Today I walk into Snorty's den without fear. He will receive me, he will eat me, and then we'll be together forever. These are my final words. Don't be afraid. I'm not vanishing. I'm becoming a Bugganian dream. Weirdest Royal Geographer's Notes. Announcement from the Royal Geographers. A complete prohibition on entering the Tower of Madness is hereby declared. The tower before you once served as the Cuanacht Watchtower, constructed by the decree of Palamedes, founder of the Tarian family. Travellers from across Avalon would gather to behold its majesty and unique architectural marvels. The current state of the tower is the result of the intensifying weirdness. None who have entered the tower after the weirdness have returned to life, thus we have renamed the Watchtower the Tower of Madness. Journal of the Corrupted Temple Cartographer's Descent. I think it's from that place we barely escaped from. As I chart the temple's outer boundaries, I stumble upon an overgrown garden, and now a twisted labyrinth. The flora here pulses with a malevolent life, and the priestess's spectral form glides silently among the corrupted vines. I uncovered a hidden passage leading to the temple's underground crypts. The air is colder here, and the walls are etched with maps of a forgotten age, possibly drawn by the predecessors whose fate I fear to imagine. The crypts are a maze, and I hear the priestesses whispering secrets of the ancients. Their knowledge of the stars and earth is profound, but it comes at the cost of their eternal unrest. At the heart of the crypts I found a grand chamber filled with decaying tomes and star charts. The priestesses did not attack, but watched as I copied their celestial knowledge, perhaps recognized a fellow seeker of truth. Letter from a keeper's sister. Brother, it ain't good news. Sorry. Few red priests came. They wanted to take Mum. Yeah, we would have read that one. That's just 13 Confessions of a High Priestess. As the High Priestesses, I was entrusted with the sacred duty of guiding and protecting our order, All Mother, and should probably try and save them. Can I? I'm going to save these for when we get back to that spot. now. Lever. Alrighty, let's head. We will go to that. That's the the new DLC that's come out. Just not this episode, or probably not. Next one, I want to level up a little bit more, get a little bit more comfortable, maybe find another spell or so, and then before I jump in, I don't want to jump in and get rickety wrecked. But I also don't want to jump in and have it be a walk in the park. I've done that before. Walked into like a new bit of the game too late, and it's ended up being a giant, like just boring because you just ran through all the enemies. Didn't even get to like have to use any of the special mechanics and stuff. So. Nice. Yeah, so now I have a horse, but I spend the entire time stopping and getting off it and getting back on it, so I just can't be bothered sometimes. What do we got here? Royal Geographer's Note. Amphitheatre of the House of Tarion. There is nothing that, delights a crowd more than a skillfully performed spectacle, whether musical or theatrical. This is well known by the spectators at the Tournament of Warriors Fair and the subjects of the House of Tarion, which has proudly overseen the region of Cuanacht for many years. This region, celebrated for its fertile fields and rich mineral deposits, is esteemed throughout Avalon. It is no surprise, then, that Lord Darmud Tarion decided to gift his subjects with a magnificent amphitheatre. This venue attracts artists from all over the island. Experts say that the acoustics here are unmatched by any other stage in Avalon. Travelers remember, if you have the chance to see a performance at this amphitheatre, be sure to take it. There we go. Interesting.
Hold your ground, men. Yeah, okay, we're good. A bit janky there, buddy. A bit stuck.
Alrighty, easy as. Alright, everybody, thank you for watching. That is going to be the end of today's episode. Join us next time while we enter the hidden cave, old shelter, and see if we can deal with these people stopping people cutting down a tree that I also don't want cut down. But you know, murder. And maybe I'll agree with them and not have to murder them. Or I'll just get in and there'll be bandits and I'll just have to murder them to start with. But anyway, doesn't matter. Join us next time to find out. Thank you for watching. Peace.